So, what is the longest song that you have ever listened to? Some people would say 5 minutes, some others would say four. Well, what if I told you that there's a 26-minute long song from a band that is akin to Yes and Genesis and everything else? Very specifically from Glass Hammer Double Live. The song I'm referring to is The Night of the North. This was recorded at RoSFest, Right to Spring Festival, in 2015. And who's performing in this band, you may ask? This symphonic progressive rock band. Steve Babb, bass guitar. Susie Bogdanowicz on vocals. Carl Groves on keyboard. Aaron Ralston on drums. Cameron Allen Sharko on guitars. And Fred Schendel on keyboards. This is recorded at the Majestic Theater in Gettysburg, Pennsylvania, May 3rd, 2015. Here is a photo of this 5 to 6 piece ensemble right here. 6 piece, if I'm not mistaken. And the songs being performed are Nothing, Everything at 9 minutes 34 seconds. So close so far, 9 minutes 54 seconds. Mythopoeia, 9:17. Third Floor, 10:46. The Night of the North, 26 minutes 12 seconds. If the Stars, 11:25. And finally, Time Marches On at 11:55. For a total running hour of 90 minutes. Dang. That's a long. That is a track list. 7 songs, 90 minutes. And a lot of people were just watching the band perform. There were no pyrotechnics, if you will. I mean, yeah, there was some like lighting and stuff like that. It was more set to set the ambiance and stuff like that. Not for like theatrics that you would see with Kiss, which I do enjoy Kiss. And what I also like, the camera does not, and I have several jump cuts. Yes, it'll linger on one member of the band and move a little bit. It's not like jump cut every 10 seconds or 5 seconds. I really don't like that. This was truly professionally recorded. And I'm reading here from progarchives.com, very specifically the Aussie Bird Brother. They have recorded 16 albums in their near 25 years and only delivered 2 previous live albums and yet 3 live DVDs. Let's see, and yes, they have several things here from the recent album from The Breaker of the World with several fan favorites. So you're wondering what exactly about the songs are going on here. So Nothing, Everything is where Carl and Susie's voices lift gently together during the repeated chorus, and Fred delivers a nimble-fingered, flighty electric piano run in the middle. The opening section of Farewell to Shell and So Close So Far is more fun and relaxed, with Carmen adding a dash of jazz fusion simmer and ethereal shimmers throughout the guitar solos, and the racing final vocal sections never sound so flowing and breathless. Mythopoeia is where Mellotron which stands out nicely. Carl's vocals croon sweetly and Steve's bass weaves and rumbles aggressively thick and up front, as it should be on all prog albums. And the amusing story of the elevator gone wrong. Yes, really look into it. Third Floor sounds better than ever, a stronger and clearer lead from Fred in comparison to the studio, and new drummer reveals what his absolute talent he is. You're going to give it a goatee and everything, too. Let's see. The previous version of The Night of the North had at the Live at Belmont, a 150-piece orchestra, but yet the current, in this case, 6-member lineup pull it off very perfectly. Even sounds, I could even hear some Emerson, Lake and Palmer going on in that biatch right there. That was interesting. And yes, the previous singer John Davison is in Yes right now. So you have 2 singers named John who are in Yes. That is pretty cool if you ask me. If the Stars, which is actually a very nice duet between the 2 of them, talking about like time and everything else like that. And personally, Time Marches On is for the especially a showcase for Fred's. It's definitely a keyboard song. I could say that. And it's a straightforward, just nice little way of how to do 90 minutes. It's 90 minutes. It's not like it's a very, it's like you're thinking, oh, with these long songs, it's going to be a very long album. No, it's not. It flies by really quickly. The vocal, I will admit that Carl's vocals took a little bit getting used to. I thought they'd be a little bit more, I guess, more rocky, like Uriah Heep or something like that. But at the same time, I felt like it fits well with the music. This is not verse, chorus. It's, I guess you could tell, describing or laying down a story, not like, a singer songwriter, but more of a whole epic saga is what each of these songs feels like, especially the Night of the North. So Close, So Far has to do with distance. Mythopoeia is about a writer who has his own struggles and stuff like that. We get it between his perspective and the writer's. Third Floor, again, has to do with like relationships and stuff like that. Night of the North is a fantasy about how the knight is this strong, powered individual, but eventually he encounters his own hell. Eighth of Stars is a little religious, nothing bad. And Time Marches On just means like just take it slow. Just understand that life is always just going to go depending on how you view it. Yeah. Definitely the epic is Night of the North. If I had to guess, I like the perspective of the Third Floor the most because that's when the bassist, the keyboardist, and we get the two main singers performing as well. So personally, that one is my favorite vocalized. But yeah, when we get the when we get the guitarist on So Close, So Far performing like just straight up jazz fusion, it's like you get a gosh darn good ensemble of many different things. The keyboards are all great. Like I said, this band is heavily influenced by Yes, Genesis, King Crimson, Emerson, Lake and Palmer, all the usuals. Yeah, like the songs are densely packed, but there's enough in there that keep things going really well. If I had to, it felt like that there could have been more songs being performed. I'm like only 7, but when it goes by that quickly, I'm like, I truly do recommend. And yeah, I really do think, if you ever get the chance, check out Glass Hammer Double Live.